Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby and we have a wonderful ending to your Wednesday with a beautiful beginning. I did that last week. That's my new catchphrase for the show. It's good, wasn't it? Yeah, thank you, Johnny. He likes that one. I think you were here last Wednesday. You were here! How can you not remember that? Wow. I'll do it again next week then because you'll probably forget that I did it this week. No, but I came up with... I'll have you know, it was me that came up with that. Can you imagine that producer Johnny would come up with a wonderful catchphrase like that? When you think of this guy, the wordsmith, yeah? It was obviously me. A wonderful, a wonderful ending with beautiful beginnings. Johnny says he's got a good word to describe me, but we'll move on. We've got a fantastic show for you tonight where we encourage all of the questions. We love the interactivity. That's what we're here for tonight, and particularly aimed at people who are new. And also if we feature anything on the show tonight where perhaps you need a bit of a refresher, you need to ask questions because maybe you've got some of the stock tonight. Like we're going to be looking at things like the Jigsaw Dies, we're going to be looking at mount board, we're going to be looking at pens. You might need a bit of a refresher on various things. Fire in those questions because even though we can't sit down on the sofas tonight, because there's something in place that you can't see, we are hopefully going to do Essentials Corner. So fire in those questions. I think, did we have about, I'm sure we had about 12, 14 questions, something like that last week. So let's get loads in, please. Superstar Susie on the socials for this one. She's back for one night only. So she will be compiling the questions. Hopefully, Susie, anyway. Please, if you can, that would be great. Marvellous. Superstar. And then we'll be doing all those questions at the end of the show. So they can be questions about anything on this show. They can be questions about anything that you've seen on this show. They can be any questions about sort of crafty conundrums that you might have. They could be questions for me. I mean, don't make them too technical. Or they could be questions about our lovely craft expert, the other side of the studio, here for her third day, is the marvellous Jack Heath. How are you and how's your day been?
I'm good. I've had a lovely day. Absolutely lovely day. It's been fun.
Are you feeling like part of the furniture now here at Craft?
I do. I felt like it was home from day one, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I really did. Well, Johnny's saying I bossed him around.
Like you've always been here. He said definitely feel at home. But it's nice, isn't it? It's been a lovely day today. We've had some lovely shows. You've done your first pre-record as well, which
I did.
People will see on Saturday.
They will. That was scary for me, that one, because I was on my own. I was totally on my own. Yeah, it was fun.
I'm hearing great things about the makes. Was it Halloweenified, was it?
It was. And it was pop-up.
Oh! Ooh. This Saturday from midday, at 7 AM Eastern, 4 AM Pacific, and following that you'll have Make It Saturday as well, which we're filming tomorrow. Me and Robinson. I'm going to be on that. Making a comeback on the pre-record shows. Looking forward to that. It will be a good one, that, won't it? Me and D-Rob. Let's say a few hellos before we get into tonight's show. Superstar Susie on the socials, as I said, so keep her busy, please. Lois Giathetis says, hello everyone from Ohio. We're live at 5. We are. Mallory Kellogg says, good morning everyone. All right, Mallory. Watching from a drizzly California. Zoe Carver says, good evening from me and Brian in West Sussex. Superstar Susie on the social says, lol Johnny. What did Johnny do? The thing he called me that I can't say. Michelle, it's for you, says afternoon. Little Bear says, hi everyone, I'm counting the days until the 20th birthday event. So Monday, we launch those passes, don't we? And then your first official sort of birthday launch, if you like, will be a week on Friday. Looking forward to that. Have you all downloaded the booklet, by the way? Have you got the booklet yet? If you haven't, it's there on the social pages. Jill Hutchins is in Carolina, North Carolina in fact. Cheryl Vashuran says, good morning, crafty friends. And Hillary says, hello everyone from Hillary and Holly. Collie, hello, Woof. Hello also to Michelle, who says good morning from Southern CA. Jen Shank says, hello everyone. Jen, feeling a bit, I've been eating a lot of the, it's the salted popcorn with the sea salt and the caramel. Oh my. And the US popcorn, I think, is nicer than our popcorn. It's
Not as many
chunkier.
kernels in it.
Yeah.
No shells.
No. Just big chunks of
Nice.
corn. I've had a lot. Just, you think tonight I'm looking a bit, it's because of the, and it's right there as well, just a bit. Mary Beckall says, hi everyone from Minnesota. Carol says, hi everyone from Mount Rushmore, South Dakota. And Karen says, I will have to stop and feed the pugs, but looking forward to the demos. Oh, and our superstar Susie says, I've not met Jack before. No, Jack, superstar Susie on the socials, superstar Susie, Jack.
Hello, Susie.
Superstar Susie is in New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And well, Jack's just part of the family now. You'll love her, Susie. You'll love her. Hi to Hilary also says, Holly and I are off to Scotland on Saturday, so we will message from there next week. Right, let's get into it then. Jigsaws, first of all. Send in your questions, please, as well. We want loads of questions tonight, please. Now, the butterflies and hearts are available on the UK and the US website. The balloon is just UK at the moment, but that is coming. So these are really super cute. Around about the 12 pieces, I think, the majority of these. So multimedia dies, again, allowing you to cut through loads of different materials to create cute little jigsaws, as we talked about, you know, for things like your Christmas crackers. Maybe if you want to create little gifts this Christmas as well, that'd be super cute. Because, as I say, you've got these to be able to do that. Mount board on the show as well. And if you're watching yesterday's shows, you'll have your scoreboard, I'm sure, to be able to make your boxes as well. So these are $7.79 platinum if you're in the UK, $10.19. Get notified of when that comes in stock via the US website. The two that we do have across both of the sites, first one is the butterfly. So again, this is £7.79 if you're platinum, $10.19. And then you've also got the heart included as well on both of the websites. So $7.79 or $10.19. All right, Johnny. Johnny's just going, yeah, it's hard to put together, that one. We did it last night and it took me a lot longer than it should have to put that together. Doreen says, Ben, you know what that means, eating too much popcorn? You have to run 5K after the show. I've got panto rehearsals after the show, so don't worry about that. Oh yes, I have. So I'll be sweating that off later on. 7:30 till 9:30. 2 hours. Dance routines and all sorts tonight. I've got 3 songs this year in the panto. Pink Pony Club. I think we might have that one. I'm doing Telephone by Lady Gaga and No Scrubs by TLC. Worth coming along if you're in the local area. If you want to come along, let me know and I'll send you the link for the tickets. They're already on sale. Jack, you have to come along.
Where's this at?
Darlow.
Oh.
2nd, 3rd and 4th of January. I'm award nominated, don't you know?
Are you?
Yeah.
May have to come then.
Yeah.
Can I heckle?
Oh, yeah, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely heckle.
Could be a nice day out, couldn't it? Or evening. Is it evenings?
Matinees and evenings. Johnny's coming on the... Are you coming on the first night? Yeah. He's coming with all the rowdy lot on the Friday night.
So that's going to be the good night, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll have had the rehearsal in the afternoon, really, you know, like the first show. Sarah will probably come, because she came last time as well. And Leanne's going to come as well. Maybe we'll get Dee Rob along, get Fisher along too. Get them all along. Get them all along. Mount board though, 5.75 by 7.75 this one. So this is the mount board, as I say. I feel like I've not seen before, but I must have done it. It was launched apparently when we launched these dies. So it's the perfect size for making your smaller jigsaw puzzles. You get 20 sheets for £6.39 or $7.99. If you want the bigger mount board, that is also available in a 20-sheet pack. I mean, you can multi-cut these dies that you've got here, of course, or if you've got the bigger multimedia jigsaw dies that we did. So we did like a 40-piece jigsaw, didn't we? And I think a 44-piece one. So this is the one that you're going to be using if you've got those bigger multimedia dies for your jigsaws. £14.39 or $15.96. Or as we found out yesterday, a lot of you use this for your construction as well, popping it into the base of your boxes to shore those up just a little bit. Hi to Jane, says good morning everyone from a sad day in Las Vegas. Oh no, why is it sad? Jane, hope you're okay. Michelle says hello from a dull Nottinghamshire. Mary Gearhart Jenkins says hello from Colorado. Welcome to Crafters TV, Jack, says Mary.
Thank you.
Samantha Cheney says hello everyone. Having a beautiful day. Fall day here in Decatur. Illinois. Hope everyone is well today. And Rebecca Hawkins says, first time watching Jack. Welcome and good morning, Rebecca. Right, let's get into it. Jigsaws.
Jigsaws. So I thought what we'd do this time, we'd do a card, because I did some gifts earlier on. We'll do a gift as well if we've got time. But I thought we'd do a card. I'm going to do my gorgeous mum.
Aww.
Which is lovely. Back in the day, Mum's 91 now.
Wow.
But this is Mum with her dog.
How far back do you reckon this is then?
I think Mum's 91 now, and I think this was probably when she was about 18, 19.
So
a good while.
So what are we talking? So about 1952 then?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I wasn't even a twinkle in her eye.
Do we know the name of the dog?
No, I don't. I'll have to ask her.
Yeah.
So my clever hubby explained to me about labels and printing. And postage, you know, you get the address labels and you can get full-size labels as well now. Well, these are the quarter ones and they are a perfect size.
Yeah.
And it takes away having to use adhesive, and you can just pop them straight down onto the mount board. And at home I would probably use a brayer, but what I found is I don't need a brayer because the pressure from the machine takes it straight through and it's not coming off. So we'll start with that one, and as it's my mum, it's got to be a heart.
Yeah.
Has to be a heart for mum.
That's probably the easiest way I've seen to apply that to your mount board.
It's great, isn't it?
Previously we've talked like tape pens or tacky glue, but that's just peel it off and stick it on.
It's definitely a game changer, this one. Yeah, and easy. And I wasn't sure how it would take the print. Takes it no problem at all. So we're just going to tape that down because I don't want it to slip from the photograph, because the last thing that you want is it to slip and you end up with half a person on. So we'll just tape that down. And then for the Gemini, we're going to use a base plate. We're going to use the clear mat and another one. If needed, if it doesn't go through first time, which I don't think we'll have any problems with today, but if it didn't, you could always add your metal mat as well, but you don't need your magnetic mat for this. And we're just going to offer that to the Gemini, and there we go.
Doesn't make as much noise as I thought it would do, like cutting out a jigsaw.
No.
You would have thought it would have made a lot more noise than that.
You would think it would make a lot more noise.
Look at that.
Cut out beautifully. And the other thing I found, which was really handy, was masking tape.
Oh, yes.
So it's basically a paper tape, but it saves having to have somebody take the time making a jigsaw up then. And then we're just going to pop that over and a little bit across the top. That saves it falling to pieces.
Yeah, exactly right.
And because it's paper tape,
it
means that it'll take all of your glues and things like that, and it should be fine. So we'll take that out, and that's lovely. So from there, what we can do is we can draw around the heart, which is what I've done with this one. So draw around it and cut it out.
Yeah.
And that's going to give me a matte and layer piece for that heart. So let's just press that out, and there she is. And we'll pop that there. So I thought we'd make a pretty card, and we would use the Thorn and Bloom.
Okay.
So my piece of card is 10 inches by 7 inches, and I've scored it. I've scored it at, so just so you know, bring the scoring mat in. I've scored it at 3.5, and then 7. And then the last bit, I've turned around and I've scored it 1.5. So that gives me this concertina. Now I know that doesn't look like it's going to be a very big card, but it is going to be.
Yeah.
So I've cut 2 squares of white card. One is 5 by 5 and the other one is 4.5 by 4.5, and that will work with the steps I've got. And I'm going to take this, all of these papers are from Thorn and Bloom. I don't know why I want to say Wild and Bloom, Thorn and Bloom. But they're beautiful, and what's lovely is you also get the linen paper or the linen card in the back of it, which matches perfectly through, which is great. So I've took some of that, and I'm going to cover this first one and leave a slight border. So I want to get it all out of one sheet.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. So let's take that out first.
Alex has joined us, saying hi again all, and usually I've watched all the shows today. I may be able to watch a couple tomorrow and Friday, but I'm going to my eldest daughter's on Friday evening for my birthday weekend.
Oh, lovely.
Have a lovely birthday.
And you know, you're allowed to watch all day sometimes. Sometimes it does your soul good.
Yeah, exactly right. And of course, if you miss any of the shows, you can always watch us back.
Yeah.
All the shows since day dot on our YouTube page. After you finish cutting, Little Bear's asking you to explain what the paper is and how you managed to transfer the image onto it. So the sticky paper.
Basically, it's just a photograph which I brought up on my computer. I put the labels in the printer.
Yeah. So they're just postage labels, aren't they?
Yeah, just address labels. You know, if you're sending a parcel. So it's just an address label, and then I've basically just popped them on there.
Yeah.
So, and I did one at a time because I couldn't figure out how to do 4 different ones.
Yeah.
So I just told it which corner to print in.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Yeah. So
Labels,
it's as simple as that. So
and
you
they
should
just
pick
stick
some
on.
of those up from your post office or craft store, maybe?
Yeah, I would think so. And then I want I think we want that rose side, don't we?
Yeah.
Definitely want the rose size. So a bit of matting and layering. And then pop that round.
I thought the use of using old photos is priceless, says Carol. Thank you, Jack. I think it's another lovely way to use these jigsaws. As I said earlier, you know, getting the kids to do a picture of making a jigsaw, you know, for the kids. But this is a lovely way, I think, to bring back memories, isn't it?
Well, do you know, we tend to put. I've got an attic full, a loft full of, absolutely full of photographs.
Yeah.
Boxes and boxes of them, and you know, it's nice just to get them out and have a look at them. In the same way that you scrapbook, you know, there's nothing stopping you putting one of these into a scrapbook.
Yeah.
You could even use one of the, you know, the little pockets in the scrapbook.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you could pop the jigsaw into the pocket and write something about the person who it is and who they were, which I think is quite nice, isn't it? Right.
Absolutely.
No, that's lovely. So simple matting and layering. And this is going to be having like a little diamond on it.
Yeah. I was going to say, if your matting and layering is not brilliant, wait till birthday. We've got our new nesting dies, haven't we, coming?
Oh, looking forward to seeing them, because
yeah.
I've got small nesting dies, but having large ones is another game changer, isn't it?
I feel like some of the sizes, there's like 30 dies in total. They go
Really?
From, yeah.
Wow.
Like from I don't know the exact size of the largest one, but big to very small, and they're in a 1/4 of an inch increment, which is not easy to say. So it could be a game changer for lots of people who struggle to do their mats and layers with
Yeah, I think so.
guillotines or... And just means you don't have to measure as well, which is brilliant, isn't it?
That's the best bit.
Yeah.
That's the best bit, not having to measure.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick this one down here. So I'm going to alternate how I lay the pattern and the card down, and then I'll trim it off later. So I'm going to pop that into there like so, and then we'll trim that one from the back. But I think this can be a very romantic paper set. I think
Oh,
it's,
100%.
you know, there's something quite romantic and mystical about it. I think it's lovely.
We've had sort of suggestions of Beauty and the Beast, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
Phantom of the Opera, I said. Leanne thought it was a little bit meatloaf as well, this collection.
Yes.
I would do anything for love.
Absolutely. So that's our first bit. So you can see we've got this diamond going on. So we'll pop that down. So we know it's this bottom. So we only need the bottom half.
Jeffrey says, happy hump day to Ben, Jack and the remarkable and outstanding crew. And Lynn Harvey says, it's the first time I've got to watch Jack live since he joined the CTV family, but I have been watching Jack for many years on other shows / channels. That's
Who
Lynn
was
Harvey.
that?
Lynn Harvey.
Lynn Harvey. I know Lynn.
Yeah?
I know Lynn.
I know Lynn.
I know Lynn.
We know Lynn. Lovely Lynn. Lovely Lynn.
Yeah.
Nice to have you in.
Do you know, it's funny because you do tend to, you meet loads of people, don't
Yeah.
you? You do. And you stay friends with them on your social media. So
Yeah.
you see what everyone's up to every now and again, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So again, I'm going to pop that one down. So
Must be
all
nice
the
for
way...
you, though, to have your fans sort of following you around, though.
Fans.
Yeah. Well, they are your fans.
No, they're a good bunch, aren't they?
They are a good bunch.
And then we
Very
can go
good,
either
yeah.
way. We could go this way, but I think I'm going to stick to the rows and keep it going that way. My tape run is running out for some reason. It's not playing ball.
Ah.
Grab another one. Like so. And I think this paper also works beautifully with black and white photographs.
Mm.
I think because it has that nostalgic
Yeah.
feel to the paper, I think it just works.
No, you're absolutely right.
So
Works
the
very
next
well.
one
Yeah.
that I'm going to put on here like this.
Okay.
So when it stands up, we've got that alternating. So I just need to check that size again.
Thank you to Jane, who's watching for her nightly
4.5.
joke. Says, I can't take credit for this one. Carol Beard sent it to me. Hey Ben, I've trained my dog to fetch red wine. He's a Bordeaux collie.
Oh! Don't encourage Ben with those jokes.
I love that. Bordeaux collie.
Oh, proud.
Lots of people loving your tip about the labels as well. I've seen quite a few, including Mallory, saying great tip about using those labels.
Yeah, it just works without any hassle. We like easy, don't we?
We like easy. We like crafty hacks. Evening Karen says, evening Ben, Jack. And
Good evening.
I have all these Jigsaw dies, so can't wait to see what Jax will do with them. And Calista Walters has joined us as well. Hello, Calista. Questions, please. Fire in your questions. Susie will be making a list of those. I don't know if we've got any yet, but any questions for our little crafty chat? Usually the sort of the final 25 minutes of the show. Anything you want to ask Jack?
Yeah, it'd be nice. Love question. Not personal though. Did you say anything personal?
Well, yeah, just get
Within
more,
reason.
Yeah, within reason. Not, yeah, I say that because I know our lovely viewers wouldn't be too personal.
No.
But if you missed the chat we had 2 weeks ago, you know, maybe you want to know Jack's, you know, previous careers.
My
or
background.
A background, where she's from, what she does, what her favourite crafting is, all that kind of stuff. You know. Oh, we haven't got any questions yet. Oh, I'm disappointed. Need some questions in.
Yeah, we do. So I'm going to, because I love this paper so much, and I'm thinking, let me have a look. When it's stood up, it is showing a bit of it, but I would like it to show a little bit more. So I'm going to just chop the edge off there, and I think that'll be, let me just check. Yeah, that'll be fine. So we'll just chop a little bit off. Just make sure that that's even on both. Which allows us to move it down a bit further.
Oh, yes. lines up
Yeah,
nicely, doesn't
I
it?
like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use red liner tape on this bit because I want it to hold. It hasn't got as much to hold on to. So let me see.
Hillary says, I've got a fridge magnet that is a collie drinking wine and it says Bordeaux collie. I once saw a picture of a Border collie with a, no, it's true, with a, what do you call those, what they call cantaloupe? Cantaloupe?
I don't know.
Cantaloupe melon, cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe melon.
Cantaloupe, yeah. And then it said melancholy.
Oh, Ben, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What size is the base card that Jack's using, please?
So I started with
Sandy.
a piece that is 10 inches.
Yeah.
10 inches by 7 inches.
Okay.
So I cut it out of, I wanted it to work for either our US friends or for the UK. So A4 or your large sheets in the US work for either, and just cut it down to size. It's been scored at the first one 3.5 inch, then 7 inch, then 8.5, and then 10's the end of it.
Okay.
All right.
Good question.
So we'll just take that liner tape off.
You're getting a lot of love for this. Colleen from the Crafting Diva says, love this, Jack.
It's just pretty, isn't it? It's a pretty paper.
Yeah, you're
It's
not going to
nice.
go too far wrong with a project if you're using the Thorn and Blue.
No, it's beautiful.
Mm.
Absolutely beautiful. The colourways in it are just a dream.
Mm.
So I want that the same at both sides. And that looks about right to me.
Lovely.
Place that down. And then I'm going to put some red liner tape on the back of this one.
Will you take this home for your mum?
I might do. I think she'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
She'll be showing all her friends. She'll be saying, take a photo so I can send me friends it. I do a lot with my mum's
the show back,
photos.
wouldn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I do a lot with my mum's photos because I think my mum was quite picturesque. I know I'm biased,
Of course.
but I do think she was, yeah, she was a beauty in her day.
Well,
Still
I'm
is
sure
a beauty.
She's still a beauty now, isn't
She still is a beauty, but in a
mean,
different way.
How old is she now, did you say?
She's 91,
I mean, that's amazing, isn't it?
isn't it just? And she
91.
still crafts.
Yeah.
She still crafts.
My
yeah.
Laura looks after a lady in the village called Jean. She goes and sits in with her for an hour every lunchtime, makes
Oh,
her
that's
lunch for her,
nice.
and she's 92.
And you know, that
she's-
hour will just make all the difference to that lady.
100%, yeah. She says it's. She said to Laura like it's her favourite hour of the day, and if ever Laura can't go, she's always asking.
That's amazing.
Where she is, but she's. Laura says she's just so brilliant to talk to. Like she's got so many
Do you know,
stories.
so many.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, we should talk. We should take time out and actually listen to some of their stories.
Oh, 100%.
My mum comes out with some beauties.
Yeah.
Absolute beauties.
Yeah.
So yeah, she was telling us one night that she woke up and she thought there was a ghost in the room.
Oh right.
No, my dad thought there was a ghost in the room.
Yeah.
Way back. And it was my mum. She was dreaming about something, but she was going, woo, 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 woo.
And your dad thought it was a
My
ghost?
dad woke up and he thought, Molly's ghosts in here.
Yeah, because all ghosts go, woo! That's so funny.
But I think she's lived as long because she is so humorous. She loves to have a giggle.
Yeah.
She is. She's a.
It keeps you young, doesn't it? I do
does.
think if you can smile, if you can have a laugh, if you can see the funny side of life, I think that's got to be
Absolutely.
good for the soul, hasn't it?
It's definitely good for the soul, and I
Yeah.
think this one is going to go beautifully with this. So we'll do the bow.
Thanks also to Colleen, who says, hi, Ben and Jack, watching from a beautiful day in Florida. And Marnie says, Jack, this is so cool. And hi, Louise Ditch, who says hi to Ben, Jack and everyone. Tracy says, my daughter's birthday is today. Her birthday card is a puzzle. I made that she has to assemble. She is a puzzle lover. Clista, what's your daughter's name? Would she like a shout out on Crafters TV? If she would, let us know and we can wish her a very happy birthday.
Absolutely.
Depending on what age she is, she might do or she might think it's a
Yeah, she might say, absolutely not. They're funny, aren't they?
Yeah. My daughter's definitely in that age now. Absolutely not.
My grandson is. Yeah.
So being the great dad I am, every opportunity I can, I try and embarrass her.
I've got a photo of my grandson with me, but it's a younger one. I thought he'll kill us. He sees it. So just something simple. I know it's sliding because it's on here, but yours won't. But it's just pretty, isn't it? It's just something different, different shape, but it's still going to fit in your envelopes. So yeah, there we go.
You'll have to take that home to your mum. I think that's absolutely. Isn't that lovely?
I think she'll like that.
Absolutely. Tracy says, Clista, happy birthday to your daughter. It's my daughter's birthday today as well. Casmin, wasn't it? Tracy, your daughter, I think, was her birthday, or is her birthday. Imani says, best stories I ever heard are from older generations. I can share supper with my 92-year-old neighbour. I think that's lovely.
Brilliant.
You know, I think if you've got a neighbour or someone in your village or your town who you know, who is elderly, if you could sit in and give these people your time, I think they appreciate it so much, don't they?
Yeah, they love it, and I think it's important. And you know, you'll learn so much from them. Yeah. So much you'll learn from them.
Yeah. When in the village I used to live in, back in Buckinghamshire, our neighbour over the fence was a chap called George, and he was 88, and he just used to love it. Like, you know, just if he could catch you for a bit of a chat. You had to be, this sounds horrible, I don't mean it to sound horrible, but I always chatted with him. But if you were ever in a rush and you saw George there, you had to make sure you didn't make eye contact, because if you were gonna talk to George, you would be there for a good half hour, you know. Yeah. So if you were in a rush, you just had to like get in the car and like scurry off. But yeah, it's just if you can do it, then what a brilliant thing to do. And like we said, so many interesting stories these people have. Love Jack's Make, says Zoe, your mum will love it. And Karen says, I used to work in an old people's home and I love sitting listening to their stories. Krista says, her name is Jessica. She is 41 today. Not sure where the time has gone. Well, Jessica, happy birthday. And just lots of love coming in for that demo as well. Hi, Crafty Angie. You know what? Actually, Superstar Susie just messaged saying she's coming along to Craftaganza in Dallas. She's bringing her daughter as well. And I know she's very excited. Susie's very excited. We're very excited because Craftaganza is here. It is back, 2026. And just to clarify, because I do see comments now and again, people saying, oh, tickets have sold out. They haven't. We've got tickets available still for all 3 of the Craftaganza events. You're going to hear all of this in the video again, but let me just remind you, we're doing it in April in Dallas, Texas. We're very excited about that. Us Brits, you know, obviously all of us coming over to America, super excited. It is the 18th and 19th of April. That's the first one. And then the second one we're doing is the 21st till the 22nd of April. They are at the Sheraton in Fort Worth, Texas. I won't tell you too much more because you're going to hear all of the specifics with Leanne and Sarah just now. And then we're doing a Craftaganza here in the UK. So at Glow Church here in Newton Aycliffe in County Durham, literally just up the road from the studios. 15th and 16th of May is the date for that. So it's a Friday, Saturday. And once again, they're going to be jam-packed with fun, jam-packed with crafting. Your opportunity to meet all of your favourites. It's just going to be an unbelievable event. And of course, evening entertainment as well. Having hosted a successful bingo bongo night last weekend in my gym, I'm just waiting for the call. Do you guys want to do, if you're coming to Craftaganza, do you want to do bongo bingo? Do you know what it is? Just let me know, because if we get enough people going, yeah, bongo bingo, we'll do it. If you don't know what it is, Google it, and then you can find out. Either that, or we could do play your cards right and like be Bruce Forsyth all night. Higher or lower. Anyway, that's by the by. You're coming along to Craftaganza because you are going to be looking forward to all of this coming up. Tickets are available. Here's Leanne and Sarah with all of the details. Have a look.
So we're launching Craftaganza on a worldwide tour. So yes, we're doing it here in the UK, as we've been doing for the last 15 years. We're also now, for the first time in 2026, coming over to the USA, and we'll be doing 2 live events, in-person events, in Dallas, Fort Worth at the Sheraton Hotel. We'll be doing that in April, on the Saturday the 18th and Sunday the 19th of April, and then Tuesday the 21st and Wednesday the 22nd of April. That's 2 separate events, and what you will get on those events are 10 classes. So 10 classes, 5 on day 1, 5 on day 2. You and a group of other people will move round all 5 of those classes till you've completed all 10. So there will be no choice of. We'll be repeating that in the UK in May, and the date for that is the 15th and 16th of May, which is a Friday and Saturday. And we're going to be doing that at Glow Church here, just 5 minutes away from our Newton Aycliffe office. The slight difference for the UK attendees will be that that will also include an exclusive tour of the Crafters TV studio. Now, what you get for your ticket price, which you can see on the screen, is you get all 10 classes, and in those classes, everything you need to use to create the thing being taught in the class, or to learn the technique, or have the experience for whatever it is you're doing in that class. You will also have your lunch covered on both days, that is included, and your refreshments during the day is included. As we've talked about during the day, your travel to and from is not included. We're leaving that up to you, because there will be several different ways that you want to travel, in a group, individually, on a plane, on a train, in a car. It's entirely up to you. And then what we're also not including is your hotel stay, because you might want to share rooms, you might want to stay with a local friend, you might be bringing the RV camper van, you might be choosing to book an Airbnb and 10 of you all stay together. So we don't want to be prescriptive, we want you to do you, so you will need to arrange your own hotel and your own travel to and from the event. But you will get your lunch and you will get your refreshments while you're at the event. It is a considered purchase, so if you are wanting to spread the cost, we've got different options available for you depending where you are in the world. So if we go to the US, then if you log into your account and put it in your basket, and when you go to checkout, make sure you choose PayPal, log into your PayPal account. If it's available to you, you might have the PayPal Pay in 3 option there. Of course, you could use a credit card if you want to. And if you want to do that in person, please contact our customer services team. They'll be very happy to do that over the phone for you. If you're in the UK, the payment options we have are Klarna, ClearPay, and again, PayPal Pay in 3. If you have that available to you, you can absolutely take advantage of that if you would like to. It's a really exciting, and I think that's all of the high level that you need to know. Sarah, tell us, why did we want to do this?
Well, the thing is, you've got to remember, we celebrate 20 years here at Crafters Companion in just a few weeks' time. And for 15, 16 years of that, we've been doing Crafters Companion Craftaganza. Now, it started off, the very first one we ever did, we only had 30 people there. Built up over the years. We used to hire a big hotel in the UK here. We had hundreds of people come and do the Craftaganza event. When I say hundreds, we never had more than a couple of hundred, because we wanted the classes always to be really intimate and do that. Now, we stopped doing that during the pandemic. So the pandemic put paid to Craftaganza, and this year was the first time we've brought it back, and we did it virtually. So those of you, I'm sure loads of you watching in the comments will have taken part in our virtual Craftaganza event earlier this year. We had thousands and thousands of crafters from all over the world. They bought, and we sent everybody a little box out in the post so that you had with your kit for each one and your core kit, and then we taught those classes. Now, that was absolutely unbelievable. I had the best weekend. It was Leanne and I who taught half the classes each, did a big teaching over the weekend, absolutely loved it. Difference is we didn't get that personal interaction. I think that is the big thing. We didn't get a chance to spend time with people, to get to know people one-to-one. I feel like there's some of our customers who came to our Craftaganza event years ago. I know them personally. I've made friends with them. They are still people I keep in touch with now, and I'm friends with them on Facebook, and we chat. That is the difference. I get to know people personally. So the whole point of this is, and I know it's not for everybody, not everybody wants to come out and do this in person, but for those who are Crafters Companion super fans, right, who just want the ultimate Crafters Companion experience, If it's here in the UK, you come up to us. You come up to us, we're hosting you here in the northeast of England. We're going to bring you in and do behind the scenes tours of Crafters TV as well. It's going to be an unbelievable couple of days on the 15th and 16th of May, right? We know that we have a high proportion of our customers in the US, and it's not feasible for all those people to be paying thousands of pounds to fly over to the UK. So we are flying our entire team. So when I say our entire team, myself, Leanne, we've got Ben, we've got the Debbies, we've got Sheila. We are all coming over to you, and we're going to keep that small, intimate class size, so 30 people in a class, so that you will get tons and tons of one-on-one time with us. You'll get time between the classes on an evening to just hang out with us, to get to know us more as people. We get to know you as people. It's like this experience that we have, but on another level. That is the difference, okay? So we have 2 dates in the US, we have 1 date in the UK, and within the US, we are conscious that we have a lot of people. The US is 10 times bigger than the UK, so we have a lot more customers there. Hence, we're doing the weekend, the Saturday, Sunday, or you can come on the Tuesday, Wednesday. And actually, it's been neck and neck, depending on, all of a sudden, the weekend will go in ahead, and then the midweek will come ahead, right? What we are doing is launching for Platinum Plus and Platinum for Life members first, and then we are launching on general sale. There are a limited number of tickets. I cannot urge you any more strongly. You need to get in and book your tickets, and let us know when you have, because we can't wait to see you there.
There you go, all the details you need. I think if you are thinking about the US events, you need to be a little bit quicker. I think there's more available for the County Durham event, but if you want to come to either of the events in Dallas, you need to get your skates on just a little bit. Colin says, I'm sure you're getting some new jokes together for Craftaganza also. Oh yeah, that can be part of the night entertainment. We'll do a bit of bingo, then I'll tell a few jokes, all the old ones, sing a few songs. We'll get Debbie Robinson up doing a bit of karaoke, get Sheila on her saxophone. It's going to be amazing. Tracy says, my daughter Casmin loved her 17th birthday shout out earlier. Thank you, Ben and Jack. Hi to Rhonda. And hi also to Jane, who says, beautiful card, Jax. I think your mum is going to love it. And Karen says, hello again, y'all. I'm on a brief lunch break. This is looking lovely, Jack, the card. My Thorn and Bloom arrived the day before yesterday. I have most of the puzzle dies, but confess I've not used them yet. Good inspiration, thank you. Well, if it's inspiration you're after, you've come to the right place. We are going to be having a little look at the butterfly die now.
Butterfly, yeah, I thought we would. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make I've got a picture frame, and I'm going to put some pattern paper onto the picture frame. I'll do that in a moment. First of all, I'll bring in, this is my daughter and her partner. Or should I say now fiancé, because they have just been engaged.
Congratulations.
So this was, he's in the army, so this was at one of the army dues. And it was a themed cowboy night.
Ah, okay.
So they often do themed things, which is quite fun, isn't it?
Absolutely.
But yes, they have some good parties.
Could do one of those hats for Dallas.
Yes, I'll ask her if she can loan you it.
Yeah.
If she didn't loan it off somebody else first.
You say they've just got engaged?
They've just got engaged, yeah.
Is there any plans for dates for weddings and that then, or not yet?
No, I think it'll be a while, because they've just bought a house together.
Ah, okay.
So I think it'll be a while. But he did the honourable thing, and he asked my husband,
Got to be done, hasn't it?
who never said a word to anybody.
Oh, really?
Never said a word to anybody. Told him when he was going to propose, and my husband thought he'd chickened out because they went on two holidays, and he said they were doing it he said that he was going to do it while they were on holiday, but my husband thought he meant the main holiday with the kids, and he didn't. He meant the little separate holiday that they had. They went to a place. They call it Naked Island.
Wow.
But it's not. It's purely, it's for fishermen.
It's what?
It's for fishermen.
Naked fishermen?
No, there's no nakedness in it. It's just basically it's an island to yourself. So they went to this island and he proposed there. He turned round and Lauren, he got down on one knee and Lauren collapsed under her knees.
Oh, that's so cute.
Which was lovely. So and then she rang me crying her eyes out on the night. Mum, are you still awake? I said, yeah, I am.
How
But I had
lovely.
no idea, so I ended up crying as well.
Oh, everyone was crying.
While my husband slept soundly in his bed because he knew all about it.
Oh, that is so cute.
It is cute, isn't
How
it?
long have they been together then?
So, I'm going to say just after COVID,
Oh, so far back 5 years.
about
4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years.
Wow, okay.
But they're lovely together. They've got a blended family.
Yeah.
He's got 2 little girls.
Oh, okay.
And Lauren's got Jack.
Yeah.
And they're just lovely together. And
Yeah.
that's all you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all you want. You just want your kids to be happy.
Exactly right, yeah. Exactly right.
So, let's hope I haven't chopped one of them off. Otherwise,
Oh, yeah.
neither of them will be happy.
And you've got all these lovely creations to
Oh,
take
there we
home
go.
to
I
your
have.
family later on.
So there we go. So I add some masking tape behind it. And I think this time we'll take one of the pieces out and just put it to one side because it's going into a frame.
Right.
So this pattern paper is from the Coffee and Tea, or Tea and Coffee.
Oh yeah, tea and coffee, yeah. Got that
I
on the
just
show.
thought it went nice with the theme. So we'll just pop that on there.
Paper pad is on the screen. I'll flick through that for you in just a little bit if you like. That's available. Lovely pad actually. Some beautiful patterns in that pad.
It is, and it's not all about teas and coffees. You've
No.
got some really nice pictures, like, you know, backgrounds in there that you could use for lots of things.
I feel like the designs in there are sort of what you'd see maybe on the tablecloth and then the wallpaper and then on
Yes.
the china in a tea room.
Yes, definitely,
It's all of
definitely.
those things, you know.
I was
interesting
very
design.
tempted to use one of the china blues
Oh
in
yes,
there.
they're brilliant, aren't they? I'll show you after this demo. It's a lovely pad. Great price today as well.
So let's have a look.
You're getting
Yeah.
you're getting 36 double-sided sheets in there. 6x6, 455. Is that on a coming soon in the US? Coming soon, 604 in the US.
So there we go. So we're going to stick that one on there. A bit of gingham. I think you need a bit of gingham when the cowboys are in town.
Yeehaw!
So we'll pop that there. Then we'll turn that over and I'll use my craft knife. Because this is a hardboard, I can use the craft knife just down the side to trim that off. Just lovely. And then I think I'm going to draw around the butterfly again, just to get a background.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to go for black,
Okay.
because I think it'll pop a little bit more off the board.
Black cardstock's in stock. We've got the 6x6 pad and your 9x12 pad as well. Details coming up on your screen. Lots of people loving the Naked Island chat. And also a lot of people, does sound like a Channel 4 show, doesn't it? Now on Channel 4, Naked Island.
So-
It might be unsuitable for younger viewers.
So apparently you get, when you go on this, it's like a glamping thing,
Oh yeah.
but you get the whole island to yourself.
Wow, okay.
I know. But apparently it's fabulous for fishing. He fishes, but Lauren took a book with her and she went into the hammock and just sat in the hammock all day reading that book while he was fishing. But you get your own little place to cook and you get, honestly, it's beautiful. You get your hot tub.
The hot tub.
So yeah,
Nice.
this is the second time they've been, but yeah, she said it was amazing. And they keep, and nice as a getaway for a couple.
Beautiful story, says Jane. Lynn says that is a lovely story of their engagement. Does daughter ever watch you when you're on, or?
She'll flick through it, and the kids do as well.
Oh, do they?
She'd passed her phone to Heidi,
Yeah.
who's the youngest, in the car when she picked her up from her nan's. And so Heidi was watching it at the back of the car, And when they got to the house, she wouldn't get out of the car. She said, "No, I'm watching Gran." Mum said, "Get out,
So
we've got to go to cheer, get out." So, yeah, so they've watched, and of course I think it's new for them. So, and the Nan watched as well. The Nan thought it was brilliant. I think it becomes the normal for us, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So just cutting around that butterfly, and this makes a lovely layer for and an easy layer. And I always move the paper rather than the card. I find it rather than the scissors. I find it so much easier and so much smoother to cut out when you do that.
Jack is fab, says Lainey Bennett, a lovely member of your team.
Oh, bless her.
Lots of love tonight.
There we go. And we'll pop that in place. I'm going to leave one corner that's got no tape on because I want to take one of the pieces out.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think it's nice to do that. It adds a bit of interest, doesn't it? And then we'll pop that one in. Like so. And then this one we'll just put off to the side.
Oh, I like that.
So that we can make it up. And then we'll pop that. I want to bring the frame in and just check where that's going because I don't want to go over the frame.
I think you made some really beautiful makes
Pop
today.
that in there.
I mean, it shows how brilliant of a craft you are, but it also shows just how versatile these are, doesn't it?
It does. They're absolutely lovely to work with. And I would possibly put the names or put howdy or something like that in there as well.
Yeah.
Using your letter dies or whatever you have to hand. And that's just a nice little picture. It'll just sit on, and a cheap frame. So
That's
just
really cute.
a nice little picture for them. But yeah, I would definitely put howdy or something like that in there. Or yeehaw.
Congrats, y'all.
Yeah, congrats all.
Y'all.
Y'all.
I used my heart jigsaw, and Eleanor and me made a fridge magnet, says Karen, of her and her mum. This is what you can do because they're multimedia. So yeah, fridge magnets are another good idea, aren't they?
With the fridge magnets, do you get the very thin magnetic sheet? I haven't seen any for a while, but yes.
You must be able to pick
I
them
bet
up.
I've got some in my crafty stash somewhere.
It's a great idea though, and of course multimedia dies, you can use them for so many different things. Now listen, I'm very, very disappointed. There's only been one question. I mean, I'll let you know I'm excited about the one question because apparently it's about Bongo Bingo. So that's obviously a question for me. But we've got no crafty questions, and I'm going to be in trouble if we don't have any crafty questions for Essentials Corner. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do for the last 25 minutes. We might have to go home early. So can we have some questions, please? It can be about the jigsaw dies, about the metallic paint markers. What else are we had on today? Mount board. We're going to look at the classiques in a minute. You can have questions about those. Questions about card making, because we did some different sizes of cards yesterday, didn't we? What's coming next week? Ask about birthday. Maybe ask us what we're most excited about for the birthday event. Come on, don't let me down. You've never let me down before. Questions, please. We need at least 10, so we're 9 short with about 35 minutes until we do the thing. So questions, please. Maybe you've got some questions about Craftaganza you want to ask. Questions for Jack. Maybe you want to ask her. Whatever you like. Just in time to catch a little, says Melanie. Good morning, everyone. And hi to Lynn Harvey, says, I often draw around my dies to get a base layer. It helps to make things pop and draw your eyes to them. And Tracy on YouTube says, yee-haw, go Jack. Another fab make. We're going to have a short break. Get checked out. Get those questions in and y'all come back, you hear, in about 4 minutes.
Hi there, my name's Cooper. I'm also known as Cooperman by my friends on Crafters TV. I love Crafters Companion, even though my mummy spends more money on their products than my treats and toys. But she spends so much time crafting in her craft room, which means I get loads of treats. So thank you, Crafters Companion. Woof woof.
What I love most about Crafters TV is the community.
Crafters TV brings everyone together from different corners of the world.
It also connects you with people from all over the world.
You guys have been there for me. I feel like you guys are my family.
I feel like I'm crafting along with my friends.
I met some of my best friends for life from Crafters TV, so thank you very much.
When you're having a tough time, you can switch on Crafters TV and you can go on the live chat, and you know people will be there for you as well.
And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials.
It's a place where we can all share our love for Crafters Companion, ideas, and get inspiration from each other.
So what's not to love about Crafters TV? So go make a coffee and pull up a chair. Let's all get crafting. I'll see you all there.
Hello everyone, Holly here again. I can't craft as I only have paws, but I thought you might like to see my favourite toy who keeps me company when my mummy is crafting. So here he is, Space Bear. He lives in space, but he comes to see me when mummy is in her craft room using her crafters goodies that she loves and seems to get delivered every day. Just saying. Anyway, here he is, my favourite toy, Space Bear. Thanks again everybody, bye!
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members-only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products, and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro that you spend. And the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See if you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Hi, this is Alison Mason and I'm in my favourite place, my craft room with a view. Why do I love Crafters TV? Many reasons. Inspiration, incredible demos, fabulous products and tools that have certainly helped to improve my crafty skills. It's also great to interact with other crafters on the socials and also with the team. It's like being part of one big family. Keep up the good work. Thanks guys.
Welcome back, everybody. First things first, I'm delighted to say we are now up to 7 questions. What I'm talking about. Hi to Ella, who says hi all from the farm near Westchester, Pennsylvania. And I've also got a message here from Lauren Heath.
My daughter.
Get ready for this, Jack.
Uh-oh.
Hello, it's Lauren, Jack's daughter. I'm watching with the kids now, and I'm mortified she's mentioned Naked Island. That's what Lauren says.
There we go. Well, it had to be done.
You should have heard what she was saying before you tuned in, Lauren. My goodness me. I mean, that's not even the half of it. I tell you what, you need to rewind and watch. She's a liability, Mum, really. Oh, dear. Ah, dear.
She loves it. She loves it. I'll be in trouble later, won't I?
Oh, but wasn't it a lovely project for you, though, Lauren? It was a beautiful project. Very kind, very thoughtful.
Yeah, you get me out of that hole.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
He's digging us out.
So, we thought for the second half of the show, we've got 7 questions in. We need at least 10 or 12, really. But we're going to do a bit of colouring. So, we've got the classics on the show again for you. 12-piece collection. So, for example... Oh, I've got to stand up. Okay, the $24.99, $29, it would be right at the bottom. So we've got the 12-piece selections for you. So these are like a mixture of colours for you. These are all on Shop Today. They're on a 3 for 2 as well. So we've got a selection of the 12 pieces at $19.99, $23.99 if you're platinum. These are our alcohol markers, dual-ended. So you've got your fine nib one end and then that beautiful chisel nib the other. If you are someone who, these are the originals, these are the OG alcohol pens that we brought out. But if you're someone who's used to working with tri-blends, these are sort of the natural progression because you can get all of the colours that you've got in your tri-blends in one pen, in larger pens in the form of the classics. And having said that, you can get the 12 packs like we've got here in a variety of different colours. But if you've got, this is just me in my little simple mind, because I've used the tri-blends. If you've got used to that tri-blend system of light, medium and dark, and you want to have that kind of ease of use, I would go for the 6 pen set, because in the 6 pen sets that we've got, for example, so you've got the aquatic turquoises to come up on the screen. So for the example, in the aquatic turquoises, you get 6, but this one has got 3 from your GT range. So you've got ice green, your aquamarine and teal. So GT1, GT2, GT3, so light, medium, dark. And then you've got your another set of blues in here, which is your BTs. So your blue turquoise, which is waterfall, peacock blue, petrol blue, which is your BT3, BT6, BT9. So again, light, medium and dark. In my mind, I almost feel like it's easier to move on to the packs of 6. But you do you. They're on a 3 for 2, whichever way you go. I think that makes the most sense in my mind when I'm using these, because light, medium and dark, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. And I think the beauty of, for me, the beauty of having the 6 pens are you're getting 2 shades. So you're getting 2 shade ways, even if you think of 2 shade ways in the light, medium and dark. So you know no matter what that they're going to blend.
Yeah.
So as long as you stick with the same letters and same and the numbers of increments, they will blend, no problem at all. So the hard work has been took out of these sets for you in the 6 pens, I think.
Yeah.
I think it makes it much easier. So, for example, I keep mine in the trays still. I like to have them laid out. So, one of the ones on this one is BP, which will be blue-pink, basically. But your numbers go up. So you've got BP1, BP4, BP6. They're going to blend perfectly together. So that's one part of it, but the other part of that set is you've got the MG.
Yeah.
So you've got MG2, MG4, MG5. You know they're going to blend together. So that's 2 beautiful sets of pink, different colourways that you're going to be able to blend no matter what. So that's regardless of just colouring in something in solid. If you want that shade and if you want that blending, it's there for you. It's easy.
Yeah, it's such a brilliant set. And what I would say is, like, look, I'm not an expert colourist at all, but I understand what I'm trying to do when I colour, and I feel like the more I do it, the better I get. But if you're thinking about maybe getting the classics for the first time today, I wouldn't even worry about blending too much. Just get them for a great set of pens.
Yeah.
You use 1 pen at a time almost, can't you? Yeah.
And the bonus is that if you want to, you can.
Yeah. And you can then watch this show, like we're going to see with Jack now colouring. You can go back to yesterday when we were colouring Debbie. You can see shows with, Robinson. You can see shows with, Leanne. There's so much out there, especially with like the classics and the tri-blend. Go onto YouTube and search for Colour Me Happy shows, and you will see these featured so many times. So you'll get tips off all the experts, and by the time you've watched the shows, I think you'll have the confidence to have a go. And as I always say, and I genuinely say this from a point of view of someone who just likes to have a go. Like, I'm not an expert at all. I like to do a bit of crafting. I like to do a bit of colouring. I'm not brilliant, but I don't worry about that. I just enjoy the process. Sometimes it turns out better than other times, but you know what? I feel the more I do it, the better I'm going to get.
Yeah. I like to colour on an evening while watching TV with the family. I can sit with the pens on a tray and something to colour in, and I can just sit and play with them. But yes, you haven't got to worry about them. You get, the beauty of these ones is you've got a bullet nib, which is dead easy to colour in with, and you've also got, sorry, your chisel.
Chisel,
end.
yeah.
So you've got your chisel tip, and then you've got your bullet nib. So basically, the chisel one is for colouring larger areas in.
Yeah.
Or it could be colouring ribbon in. It could be, because again, you can colour your ribbon in with these. Your bullet nib is more for your detailed areas, just so that you can get in those little nooks and crannies, you know, without going over the lines. The other thing is there's a set where you do get a blender pen.
Yes.
Blender pen is fantastic, because if you've got the blender pen and if you go over the lines, you can push the colour back and away from that line, so that it takes it back over the other side. Basically, it bleaches it out. It's not bleach, but it bleaches it out, if you like. So your blender one's a good one to have as well. So, colour-wise, I thought I would do a couple of things for you, because I used to, way back, I used to do a little bit of teaching on colour.
All right.
So this is balloons. Now, with balloons, we always get hung up, and maybe's not, if I show you that one, that's easier to see. You've got balloons behind balloons here. Now, balloons, notoriously, most of them are see-through.
Yeah.
So, in reality, you should see the balloon through the other balloon. So they're very easy to do that with these. And I'll show you a little bit of that, just as something different.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off, we'll start off with a green. And let's have a look.
Yeah. I am doing some colouring over here as well. Just.
Oh yeah.
Just because I enjoy doing it, so don't kind of worry. I will sort of carry on chatting to you, but if I go quiet,
fine.
you know the reason why.
Yeah. I'll probably hum throughout the show, because that's what I tend to do.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, can you see part of this image is missing? So it's not missing, but part of the balloon's missing because it's tucked in behind the rest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline that balloon.
Right.
But I am going to go over the lines as if that balloon was in front.
Uh-huh.
So even though it's at the back, I know I would still see some of that balloon through the other balloons. So it's always darker to the bottom, because that's where it's blown from. It's always darker at the sides, and then we start and get lighter and lighter. So going up in the increments, you can do that, and this would be the next one up to that. So you can use circular motions to get your blend.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't have to be strokes and swipes. If you do circular motion, it will take it in. Now a balloon automatically gets a reflection on, so I'm going to just put a little square there, and I'm not going to colour that part in, and that'll be my reflection. So going down, and I'm getting lighter as I get closer to the middle, because that's going to be the lightest part. And again, we'll go in, and I'm doing circular motions. So that's the first balloon done.
Wow, that is brilliant. I feel like as well, those potentially are probably some of the harder things to colour, circles. I don't know why, or balloons or ovals. You know what I mean? That sort of shape.
I think so. I think, and once you get the hang of it and you get it in round, you get your head around that shape. It's pretty easy. So I'm going to go on to maybe's blue next.
Okay.
but I'm going to do the lighter tones of the balloons. And again, I'm going to use that balloon right at the back. So it's as far back, if not further, than that green one. So I'm going in with my dark first.
Okay.
And I'm going to outline it as if it was there. So it's not shown at all in that balloon, but I am going to outline it as if it was there. So I'm just going to take that round like so. So I'm making my own black line for it, if you like. And then I'm going exactly the same down the bottom.
Okay.
It'll make sense once we start colouring the rest in. You'll see what happens with it.
Just to say, having had one question about 10 minutes ago, we've now got 19 questions.
Have we? Yay!
Superstar Susie tells me. Thank you, everybody.
We're going to break the record.
I think we might break the record. This is brilliant. This is exactly what we want. Thank you as well to Tracy, who says, to your Lauren, she says, welcome to our crafting family. Your mum is amazing. That's what she
bless
says.
her.
Bit embarrassing.
Did you hear that, Lauren?
Yeah, Lauren. Did you hear that? That's so funny.
No, in fairness, it's always handy having someone crafty in the family when you need stuff doing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely.
Right, so I've gone to 2 of the balloons, and I'll not colour them all in. I'll go to, because we've got other things that we want to show you. So I'll bring the next 2, which is at the front, and I'll show you how that works.
Okay.
I just want a little bit more shading in that one there. So I quite often hold my pens in my hand that I'm shading with, so I can just swap backwards and forwards. But you do what you're comfortable with.
Uh-huh.
And then back to the light one.
We've got
and I've left that little gap again.
Message from Karen, who says, I started colouring with Classics and have tri-blends and the brush nibs. I'm not brilliant, but I have loads of pictures and I love it. It's my own time and I find it recharge my batteries, she says.
Absolutely. I think you find a bit of me time with it, don't you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to pink next, but I'm going to colour the one. I'm going to colour this one at the back. It's not at the back, it's the one that's closest to you, which has got all the line in. So the blue is behind it and the green is behind it.
Okay.
And this is what I love about them. So bringing that shade in. I'm just going to flick up there and bringing it round. And what it will do, it will look as if it's translucent and you can see through them. But yes, I do think it takes some of the headache away, having these ones, having the sets.
Yeah, 100%. And like I say, if you're used to that, that like classic tri-blend system rather, this is just going to be easier for you to understand, I think.
Absolutely. So again, I've left that little gap. And we're just bringing it in. But you can still see that blue through there. Then we'll bring the pink, the lightest shade in.
The good thing is, like, we're a bit quiet on the comments now, but that's fine because obviously we're into a bit of a colouring coma. But I also believe that, as I say, we've got 20 questions, so I feel like you guys have outdone yourselves.
You have outdone yourself
with the questions. I'm excited for those, which will start in about 20 minutes or so. When you are, I mean, you obviously colour with the classics, and like, when you colour, Jack, at home, have you got like a particular style that you prefer, alcohol colouring or watercolour, or is it a bit of a mixture of everything?
I've got a watercolour palette which I love, absolutely love. It's an artist grade one because I used to work with an artist way back.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things that I think that artist taught me was don't be afraid to mix your mediums.
Don't be afraid to mix your mediums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're using, let's say, alcohol markers, or if you're using watercolour, don't be scared to add pencil to it.
Okay.
Because that can make things pop, you know. Can we get a close in on this one here?
Have a little look. Oh, yes.
So you see, you can see the bloom through that, and
Yeah.
you can see the bloom here through that. So that's the beauty of alcohol markers.
Very clever.
It allows you to get that dimension with not much effort. You know, that was basically just colouring them in, doing the back one first, and then allowing the colour to show through onto the other one. So I think it's just a nice little tutorial, that one, just to show you how you can do anything that's a bit different.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
So what would you like me to do next, Johnny?
What should we do next, producer Johnny? We'll do one more. What should we do?
Shall I do the watering can?
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, watering can.
Do you want to see that? Because that's a bit of shading. So should we go greys or should we go green?
It's got to be a green watering can, doesn't it?
I don't know, you get all colours now. It could be red.
No, I think green. So when I think watering can.
Green?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go to the darker tones of the greens.
I'm having a great time over here, by the way.
Oh yeah, how are you getting on?
I've done my pot first of all. Quite impressed with me shading there.
Let's see. Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing the flowers. Are the poppies?
They're red flowers.
The red flowers.
And then I might have some purple ones in there as well.
Fabulous.
I'm being my own crafty florist.
There may be petunias.
That's what I was going for.
Petunias?
Yes, petunias and other things.
Yeah. And them.
Yeah. I like that when I go to the garden centre, I'm just like, oh, I like that look of that flower. What is it? I don't know. It's a pretty one. I like it.
It's a pretty one.
So
it's coming home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You'd never guess what?
Go on.
I was in the garden centre the other day, and I thought I saw the actor Michael J. Fox.
Really?
Yeah, in the garden centre up here. I couldn't tell though if it was him because he had his Back to the Future.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
Jack. Yes,
I'm going,
Jack.
do you know what? My husband's going to save all these jokes, and that's really worrying because he's the master of these dad jokes as well.
Is he watching?
Oh, I hope not.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Back to the Future. The thing I love most about that is producer Johnny set me up for that. Is that have you told Jack about the? You told him about the garden centre.
Johnny, you're naughty. So I'm going with my darkest green first, and I'm colouring in where I think there might be some shadow. So inside the watering can, on the underside of the handle.
Yeah. For a split second there, I was like, what's Johnny on about? Me going to the garden? Oh, I know what he means.
He knew exactly. He knew exactly. I wouldn't care if I'd looked at him, I'd have seen the twinkle in his eye, I would have known. So I'm right at the edge of things. So what I want it to look a little bit rounded. I'm going to go right down this edge. Now I know it's going to be darker around there, and that's going to have a shadow there. It's going a little bit of dark there and a little bit of dark down the side.
I love colouring, coming through for the colouring. A few people liking my colouring tonight. Johnny just said maybe I could do a colouring class in Dallas. I mean, I don't know about that, but maybe.
Do you know, I think you could.
Yeah.
I think you've got better and better at it, haven't you?
Oh, I definitely have. I would never ever have, I said this to Debbie last night, I would never ever, ever have wanted to colour before on it. I'd have been too scared. But now, as I say, I just find it very relaxing, and sometimes it's better than others. But I know what I'm trying to do. That's the point.
I think we worry about things too much. I think because as a child we were taught not to go outside the lines.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that it restricted us a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
So I always say, don't worry about the lines. Cut it out at the end of it. If you go over, you go over.
Do you know what as well? And you mentioned about the blender pen. Last night I went out the lines a little bit whilst I was colouring, but I used one of the ice grey pens.
Yeah.
And then just went all, because I did the dragon from the Little Adventurer collection. But then by the time I sort of gone around the outline of the dragon with that, you barely even noticed that I made a few mistakes. And at the end of the day, so what? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I quite like actually to highlight things. I quite like putting a halo around things.
Yeah.
So if it's a person or an image, when I used to do it, I would put a halo around. But something else good to do is, I'll show you on this one when we're finished, is put dots around it.
Okay.
And I know that sounds silly.
It does sound weird, that, yeah.
But it actually makes it pop.
Okay.
So in there, that one's going to be that colour. Going down, and all I'm doing is bringing each pen in individually, and it does it for me really. And then the lightest one, taking it in.
I like our stamps as well, like this one particularly. It's so detailed, and I always say that it helps me, like there's clues, like, you know, where the lights and the dark should be in the illustrations themselves, I always think.
That does help, and I think a lot of the stamps are like that now, so it's not as scary as trying to find out where the details are.
Yeah.
Which is great, so.
Must say hi to, hi, said Jane, says, good one, Ben. Lovely, Ben. Love the way she's coloured the balloon, says Kathy. Pat says, late to the show, listening whilst trying to make lunch. Just saw Ben's picture. You did a lovely job shading the pot. Thank you.
There we go.
And I never thought of colouring balloons like that. Thank you, Jack, says Lynette Price. So
You're
all
welcome.
sorts of handy tips coming tonight. There's lots of different ideas. That's hopefully the point this evening that we're getting across.
So we're starting to look rounded with this one now, as you can see. So you know, you would have a little shadow going on there. This little bit here, I think I'm just going to colour in the golds, because you often get one of the roses, don't you? You get the gold rose on the end of the watering can.
Yeah. Helen's asking, just going back to the balloons.
Yeah.
If you left the uncoloured portion on opposite sides of the balloons, does the light come from two sources? Is the question.
It could be directly on, there could be a window, it could be anything. I was just showing you an example.
Okay.
I wasn't putting any direction of light in, I was just showing you how to leave it and just giving you a hint of how to colour it.
Yeah.
If I was working as a direction, I would put one direction normally.
Right.
But if it was in my mum's house, it could have had lights all over it, because she's got windows at either end of the rooms.
Right.
So I think it just depends on where. It could even be from the top.
Yeah.
So you would get a shadow from the top. So I'm going to leave that there. But what can you remember I said it's quite fun to put dots around?
Oh yes. All right.
So I'm just going to pick light blues, and I might pick a light pink as well. And let me just check that. I want it even lighter than that one. No. So if I was going to put a halo around with the blue, you'll see that it sort of makes it pop more off the page.
Okay.
So just by adding that halo, it sort of pops.
Yeah.
But what you can do is this. So lots of dots.
Okay. Here come the dots. You're having so much fun here.
And it's a good filler if you just want to highlight your image that you're doing. So that's one.
Okay.
I'm going to go into pink.
Rhonda says, I really love how you did the flower pot, Ben. So realistic. Thank you. Karen says, Jack, I have all my pens out so I can see them. They are all next and tidy when I start, but when I've done, they are all over.
Yep.
And Jack Anderson.
Oh, that's my grandson.
Yes, on YouTube. Hi, Gran. You should have seen my mum's face when you mentioned Naked Island, lol. They're all watching tonight.
They're all here.
They're all in. Hello, Jack.
Shall I get your photo out, Jack? I've got a photo of you down to you.
How old's Jack?
Yeah. Jack is now left school.
Wow.
He's going to college now. So, yes, he's a good one. He's a very loving grandson. He's lovely.
Aww.
He's a good egg.
You'll be embarrassing him now.
He will. He still loves a hug off his gran.
Does he? He's never too old for a hug, Jack.
So can you see what I've done there? So it's just basically dots.
Yeah.
But it sort of brings it out. I never like things that's in the air either. It really bothers. It really bothers me. So I'm just going to add a shadow.
I mean, I'm not going to finish this, but I think we've had a lovely day. Get some classiques, everybody. If you've not got them in your crafty stash, get some, because they're a joy to work with, Jack, aren't they?
They are. And the beauty of them is colouring in, and for children, it's first starting to colour in. When you go over, when one pen goes over the other, or if you're using the same colour, let me show you. I think it's easier to show you. So if you're using, let's pick a different colour. Let's pick a dark blue. So I'm going to use the chisel tip. So if I was to colour on here, and I was using this chisel end, and I went like that, all right. With felt tips, if you go back over it, you get a line.
Yeah.
But what happens with these lines is once that evaporates, it disappears.
Yeah.
You know, it's only if you go over and over and over and over that you'll get an extra thing. So if I was to keep on going over, then I can make that different shade because I've saturated it so much. But you can see it's starting to fade. As it's drying, it's fading that line. Whereas if you use ordinary felt tip markers from a supermarket, you will get that line, and that line will stay there. So for anybody starting out colouring, you were always frightened of going over and over and over a line.
Yeah.
With this, you don't.
No.
Because if you go over and over and over a line, because it's an alcohol marker and it's the same tone, the alcohol's going to evaporate, and it'll leave you that shade, which is fabulous.
It's my turn to speak now, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Sorry.
Put your tongue away.
Yeah, hang on. There with caller. I'm not going to get this finished, but I'll show you what I've done. I'm actually very happy with this. So I think I've got a poppy here, and then, where's my light pen again now? There it is. I'll just quickly show you this. So I've been colouring these. What amazes me, and I said this to Debbie last night as well, Jack, when we were doing some colouring. It's amazing when you do start doing shading and you start taking time with your colouring, how long an image as small as this can take to do.
Oh, you can totally lose a long time colouring in. Do you know what? That is pretty good.
Not bad, is it? Look at the shading here.
That is pretty good. I can see the shading.
Look at that. Yeah,
I'm impressed with that. I'm really impressed, Ben.
Thank you. Thank you. As I say, I have a go. And if I can do it, you guys can do it. That's the point. And if you are someone who thinks you're not a good colourist, get these, because you're then off to a brilliant start, aren't you? Because if you think you're not good and you're colouring with, lesser pens, it's going to be a lot harder. But if you think you're not good and you get some of these, at least you'll be colouring with amazing quality pens, and you'll become good very quickly.
I love the mess you've got over there.
Well, what I'm trying to do is, like, when I'm using the different, I'm trying to keep them in order.
In fairness, you've got the boxes as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
I've took mine out of the boxes. It looks carnage.
Just a few quick comments and then we're going to show you a quick video. I like the effect using the dots, says Mary Beth Dawes. Something new to try. Thank you, Jack. Yeah. Dots as a shadow is a great tip, says Fred. Pat says, it's so nice, Jack, to see your family supporting you, even online. My eldest grandson just graduated from college this year. Believe me, these 4 years will go fast for him. We're up to 21 or 22 questions now.
Wow.
And thank you, Susie. Ben, I'm totally impressed. You have come a long way with your colouring. It's because I hang around with experts all day. Like, you can't fail to... It's like, what do they call it? Like photosynthesis.
It is.
I'm kind of like absorbing it. It's not the sun, it's plants. Zoe says, great job, Ben. Poppy is great. Brilliant, says Karen Hughes. We're going to have a short break. This is a video from Monday. If you didn't see it, I know we've still got a few questions from our viewers asking about what's going on with the website currently and deliveries and warehouses and all these kind of things. So we got our MD, Diane Sharp, in on Monday, and we had 5 or 6 minutes with her to answer all those questions. So if you're one of those people who doesn't quite know what's happening, maybe you're waiting on an order, obviously we thank you for your patience. And here's Diane with a bit of an explanation as to what's going on. Now, it's lovely that you've come in because, you know, we always say that we are, you know, very honest with our viewers, always try and be as transparent as possible. I know there's been a few questions recently, particularly from our US viewers, about various things which are going on. So we thought we'd have a little bit of a quick chat around things. So I know a few of our US customers concerned, why is there no stock available to purchase on the US site? Because that's something we've been talking about. And when will the items be available to purchase?
So literally, every few minutes, if you refreshed, you'll probably find, once we're in the proper trading hours of the US, that stock is becoming available all of the time. So what we did on Friday is we paused everything because everything was then becoming available. Everything had arrived in the warehouse and they were starting to put things on shelves. And so we wanted to make sure that everything was put away, ready and counted before we let you start buying it again. So that's all we've had to do. We've just had to pause it while they are literally just moving it onto the shelves. Every day, every hour, every few minutes, we're finding that stock is becoming available. So if there's something in particular that you're after, please do press that coming soon button, put your email address in, and the team will let you know as soon as it's there, spanking new on the shelf ready for you.
And that's the thing, isn't it? I've obviously been trying to tell our lovely viewers that that is the way to go. It's going to take a little bit longer, but coming soon, click that notify me. And literally, as soon as it comes in, we will tell people, won't we?
Absolutely, definitely.
Another thing which is a little bit confusing, I know a few people confused about. So some people are finding that things that they're ordering now are arriving, but then orders that they say placed back in late August aren't. So what's the story behind that?
So that's just literally the order in which stock arrived at the warehouse is the order in which they've unpacked it and putting it on the shelf. And ironically, it was the September stock. So all those fabulous new launches that a lot of you sold us out on, that's what arrived in the warehouses first. That's what's hit the shelves first, and therefore that's what's been able to be ordered and shipped out straight away. So what we saw on Friday is literally as soon as that stock was on the shelf, those orders were being shipped, and we saw hundreds, literally hundreds of orders being picked in front of our eyes on Friday.
And obviously we know we've got the 3 new warehouses in the US. So there's Illinois, isn't there? There's New Jersey and California. A few people wondering as well why sometimes things are being shipped from a warehouse that isn't closest to where they live.
So initially, I needed to send all of the stock to one place, and the fastest way for me to get that stock to you in the US was to send it to the one that was closest physically to the UK, and so that was obviously on the East Coast. So all of the stock is arriving there. Then once everything's settled down, then they'll be moving stock between the different warehouses to make sure that we can give you the very, very quickest shipping times. But initially, our most important thing was to get you the stock as fast as possible, and that was to ship everything into New Jersey.
And the final question, people asking, when will my order from late August to sort of mid-September be arriving?
So we're expecting all orders to be cleared within the next week. So they are rapidly unpacking, putting it on the shelves, and as soon as it's hitting the shelf, and available to pick, it's going straight out the door again. We saw that on Friday, we saw that again yesterday, we'll see that again today. So do keep an eye on your notifications. When you get a notification that your order has been fulfilled, then you'll be able to follow the link and you'll be able to track it all the way to your door. And I know that there are a number of you I've been really excited to see on Facebook and social media, you showing us the pictures of things like your Thorn and Bloom collection arriving. So I know that people are receiving their parcels. So if you want to know where it is, as soon as you see that fulfilled or you get a notification, then follow the tracking and you'll be able to find out when it's going to be delivered to your door.
And I've just been asked to ask you as well a question. Is that applicable to our viewers in the UK as well?
Yes. So we are absolutely working through that same backlog because we physically, we don't do things by halves here at Craft. If we're going to do something, then we go big style. And so as well as moving stock and opening our warehouses in the US, we've relocated all of the stock at our UK warehousing. Actually, everything's in HQ now. So if you do come along to the UK Craftaganza and you have the studio tour, you'll actually see through the windows all of our pick and pack locations. You'll see where we pick and pack all of your product now. So that's ongoing. That's almost finished, and therefore the guys are literally just working through that backlog. Again, I would expect in the next week all of those orders to be cleared.
Just a couple of comments. Cindy says, thank you for answering all of these questions. It's very helpful. Sandy Cocker for saying, thank you, Diane, for clearing up these questions and reassuring us all in America. I'd like to sit down. We're always very open and honest here, and certainly as we've been, and I know you'll want to as well, just saying thank you to all of our viewers and our shoppers just for being patient during this time.
I can't thank you all enough. I mean, it's been a big thing. I did a check, and it was 57 days from the announcement coming out about the fact that we would have to ship differently to the first parcels being shipped. And for our customers, that feels like a really, really long time. But for a business, we feel like we've had to move really, really quickly. So we really value your patience. You know, this is a huge thing that we've done, but we've done it because of how much we value you, how much we value the community. And it's doing things like this big warehouse move, bringing our live Craftaganzas to the US as well as our UK, trying to replicate for our US customers all of the lovely benefits that our UK customers get. So thank you for your patience. I hope you're as excited as I am for birthday. This is my first birthday. Might be the business's 20th, but it's my first one here, so I can't wait to see, and I can see all of the anticipation. So I really appreciate your patience, and we're all going to be sorted well in advance, ready for birthday.
Hello everybody. Has it finished? Oh, sorry, I'm just colouring. There we go. So I was listening. Obviously, when Diane speaks, I always listen, apart from when I'm
colouring.
Hey, so I'm going to get this finished. Anyway, thank you, Melody. Ben looks great. Thank you very much. No, she didn't miss a comma out of that. She means that I look great, not as in Ben, it looks great. Ben looks great. Thank you very much indeed. I believe there are lots of questions. I'm just waiting for Superstar Susie on the socials to bung the questions over. And it's Essentials Corner tonight. We're not in the corner because we can't go in the corner tonight because there is a top secret thing in the corner. Am I allowed to say who's in tomorrow? Sarah's coming in tomorrow. When was the last time we saw Sarah? It's been ages, isn't it? So she's in tomorrow. I can just see it now. She's going to walk into that set, isn't she? And show us what she's not supposed to. Yeah, Jamie just said he's not going to cut to the birthday set. So, 2 p.m. Sarah tomorrow, by the way, if you want to see her with the glitter pastes. So, questions then. Hilary says, I have a question. Does Jack do other crafts like crochet or cross stitch, or is she just a paper crafter?
No. Any craft I can get my hands on, I do.
Yeah.
I love to crochet, made loads of baby clothes, loads of blankets. Crochet is something I like to do while I'm watching TV on a night. I struggle to sit and not do anything with my hands, so, you know, I don't know why I feel guilty. I shouldn't. You know, everyone's allowed to sit down and watch television, but I think as a crafter, you like to keep your hands busy, so I crochet with that. I do, I still design, so I'll do, I do laser. I've got a laser machine. I've got a laser cutter. So I still design and I still make things with that. I can sew. I've done needle felting. I've honestly colouring. Literally any craft that's out there, I've probably done.
As Jamie just said, there is literally a jack of all trades.
Yeah, master of none. And master of none?
Master of none. No, that's me. That is. That's me.
That's the saying, though, isn't it? Jack of all trades, master of none.
My saying is I can do a lot of things to a very average standard. That's me. Question. Oh, there's loads, my goodness me. What is the Bongo Bingo event, Ben? So basically, Bongo Bingo, I didn't know until I'd done this event. It's bingo as you know it, but so when there's a certain number called out, like a bit of music will play and everyone gets up and dances.
I think my daughters have gone to that. It sounds real good fun.
It is so much fun. So for example, like, I mean, I don't know what the general sort of songs are, but we were doing like Two Little Ducks 22 and everyone got up and did the birdie song. And stuff like that.
Oh, I bet that was a
45, halfway there, living on a prayer. Whoa, halfway there.
Oh, brilliant. I want to go.
So all of that. And then, yeah, and then basically after each game, so you play like line, 2 lines of Full House. There's like games on the stage. So we had games where we had couples up and they had to wrap their partner up in toilet roll and the best mummy won. We had games where they had to like do a balloon relay. They'd pass the balloons between each other, but they couldn't use the hands, so they had to have it between their legs.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. It's brilliant. Those kind of silly things. It's bingo, but bingo like you've never seen it before. So we could do that. We could do that at Craftaganza if you fancy it. Amanda says, sorry, I've just been watching. Can you use these dies in the Gemini MIDI? The puzzle dies, multimedia dies. I think the official line is that you shouldn't in the MIDI.
I don't think they will go through.
Yeah.
I think they're a lot bigger anyway. So I think they'll be too big to go through the mini.
Yeah.
I think it needs a hard base rather than a soft, where we've got a folder for that and it's a little bit more pliable. I think it needs the hard mat. It's a lot stronger.
Question. We're not going to do this on the show, but it might be able to be something we do down the line. Is it possible for Jack to do a paper piecing? I long to do it, but don't know where to start. If you could get me started, I would be very grateful. We could do paper piecing. Well, there's loads on our YouTube.
Yeah.
But, I mean, best place to start. You want a die with big sort of apertures, really, don't you?
Yeah.
Big spaces.
Yeah, you do. I mean, unless you're making, there is some of them, some of the little dies you can do, but it gets fiddly. But yeah, you're better off using a bigger die. So something like this, actually. So this one has a die. So something like that could be quite cool to paper piece, but you wouldn't get, well, you would get your colouring if you coloured it first, but you could do it with coloured papers, but you're not going to get shading then.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically, I think the things that you need, like block colours, like if you had an aeroplane, you would do the wings one colour and you would do the tail of the aeroplane another colour. A bird, a simple bird, that would work, you know. Things like that are very easy. If you want it to be hard, you certainly can. You can do minute things, but you need the patience of a saint.
Yeah.
You really do. And you probably need some low-tack tape to lift it out of the die and try and keep hold of them, because you lose them otherwise if they're small.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, it would be good to do a show like that.
Out of all the crafting you do, says Jen, what is your favourite type of craft?
I still love designing. I think probably the most relaxing is colouring. Yeah. Definitely, and painting. I quite like painting as well.
So painting and colouring.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
We've got a question from Rosalind. Will the multimedia dies cut through fabric if it's adhered to the mount board and completely dry? I put fabric on mount board for scrapbook backgrounds.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you may need to use your metal plate, just so that it's got something to, because obviously fibres stretch. So you may need to use the metal plate so it's got something to cut against, but I can't see why not.
We've kind of covered your question, Jane. Jane, Ben, can you tell us who you'll be dressing up as during the birthday celebration? There's no kind of costume this year. There's no character, certainly. I mean, it was Belvis, obviously Belvis Mesley last year, wasn't it? So it's just birthday celebrations this year. So yeah, you'll have to see. I mean, who's to say that I won't get dressed up at some point during birthday? But yes, no characters like we've had in previous years. Oh, Karen Hughes, who's in Sunderland.
Yep.
Do you know, Jack, if there are any craft classes in the Sunderland area?
Do you know, I used to do them in the Washington area quite a while ago. I think there is some bits and pieces. There used to be an art shop in the Sunderland area that used to hold classes down, I wanted to say, down the bottom end of Sunderland. There was it was like an artisan place that did a bit of everything. Now they used to hold classes. I've also seen wreath making classes down that end of it. So I think it's just looking at your library, checking social media. But there is workshops down there.
There's a Learn and Create at Winter Gardens in Sunderland Museum,
there we
Johnny
go.
tells me, a weekly group that, for adults aged 50 plus.
I might have to go.
Cynthia says, hello crafters. Ben, I have a question. Thank you, Cynthia. If you want to make a coaster with the dies, picture, butterflies, star, etc., what's the final step to seal for a coaster to protect the photo? Would you always need to do that for a coaster to seal it?
I would seal it.
Yeah. I
would definitely seal it. You can get Heath special, what's the word? It's a sealer.
Yeah.
but you can get like a varnish.
Yeah.
So you can get like a varnish that's heat, so that it'll be fine if you put anything hot on it. You can actually get sprays in that as well.
Okay.
A lot of Mod Podge.
Oh, Mod Podge, yeah.
You know, there's other makes out there, but Mod Podge, they do one. But if you seal it, then you know it's safe. You're not going to ruin a picture or a photograph, are you?
Sandy says, yeah, I mean, this is a great question because obviously we did so much, or Jack did so much with these earlier. So Sandy says, Jack, can you use the paint markers, the metallic paint markers, can you use those to colour in images stamped on cardstock?
Stamped on, yeah. Yes, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that I could use them on a scrapbook page and colour parts of that. If it has an image in it, I colour that in. But if you mean colour the whole image in with the marker, yes. I wouldn't like to waste the stuff that's in there if it was a large picture, but yes, there should be no reason why you can't. Definitely.
Zoe Carver, this is a good question. Jack, what products/tools have you been most impressed with so far since joining Crafters Companion?
That is a good one. Gemini Mini.
Right.
I was blown away with the power behind that, considering it's small but mighty.
Yeah.
And it's lovely to have on your, if you're into your dies, it's lovely to have on your work surface. You'll be surprised just how many dies actually will go through that, and it saves a lot of time because I've got the original Gemini.
Oh right.
And it's big, but you can't put the smaller plates through mine. So rather than me having to wait, because I'm very impatient, so rather than having to wait, having the Mini's great because you can just zoom it through and zoom it back. I love these markers.
Brilliant.
Because they've been well thought out and you've got the 2 tones in each 6-pack, I think it's took a lot of the... People were frightened to try them because they weren't artists.
Yeah.
And I think this has took took that out of there, and I think anybody can colour.
Absolutely.
Anybody can colour. And with these you'll get your shading, and it'll just, once you've got them, because you've got the numbers on the pens, it'll click, and you'll start to think, oh well, is that how you do it, you know? And it'll just become a habit, it'll become the normal to you. I think they're lovely.
Apologies if you're hearing any crashing and banging in the background. There's lots going on in Studio 2 for next week. Wanda says, probably think I've been living under a rock, but what is PVA glue? My knowledge mostly comes from crafters, and I don't think I've heard it mentioned. By the way, I'm really enjoying Jack.
PVA, it's, what's it?
Poly...
Is it vinyl adhesive?
Polyvinyl adhesive?
I think it's polyvinyl adhesive. Basically, it's a white sticky glue.
Yeah.
So tacky glue. So way back, schools had PVA all the time. It had loads of water content in it, so it wasn't always the best to stick. So things that we've got for craft now, what you find is most of the water content is low. Because we want something to stick instantly, because we're not very good at being patient. But yeah, so the tacky glue, that's a quick dry glue. So it means you can hold it for a little bit and then it's stuck. It's stuck basically. But it's white, it dries clear. So when you first put it on, you think, oh my word, that's going to show through. It dries clear. So yes, it's a white glue that dries clear.
Sheila Miller, can you use alcohol markers on any paper besides alcohol paper, and would they still blend?
Okay. Again, that depends on how much chalk content the paper has in it. Some papers have. What I would say is find a smooth card or a smooth paper. If it's smooth, it's less likely. It means it's sealed a little bit more, so it's less likely to suck all the ink out of the pen. So you can use them on any cardstock, but they will blend better on a smooth card, which is why we brought out the alcohol card, because we know it's going to blend beautifully for you. So anything that has a smooth touch to it, you can sort of feel, you know, your base cards that you use for card making has a texture to it. So I wouldn't class that as a smooth. So anything that was smooth, you'll be able to use it on. All right, some quick fire ones here. I think there's a few we can rattle through because we've got about 9 to do in 5 minutes. Thank you for all these. There's us. We haven't got enough questions and now we can't get through them all. Would classic pens work well on the cotton paper that is used in the letterpress? I'm going to say you can use it, but cotton paper is very absorbent. Right. It's spongy, so it may suck more ink out of the pen than you need it to. So I would say yes, you can use it, but just be aware that you're wasting your ink on that type of card. Okay. Mellery, what is Jack's favourite thing to do when not crafting? Like cycling with my husband. Wild swimming. Wild swimming. I love baking. I love baking. And chatting with Mum. I love a chat with my mum. Can you use your classics and your tri-blends together, says Jane? Yes. Yes, absolutely. It's all the same colours. Absolutely. Sally says, which 6-colour pack would be the best colour set to start with? I mean... Okay, it depends on what you want to colour with, doesn't it? If you like your sepia tones, go for the browns, and then you've got one for hair as well. If you like monotone, go for one of the greys. You know, I think build up slowly, and you'll probably soon find you want them all, because that's what we do as crafters. But I think if you like pretty colours, go for one of the pinks. If you like monotones, go for the greys. If you like sea things, and you know, go for the blues. Totally. If you like doing a lot of greenery, so you like doing a lot of flowers and things like that, even just to try them out, maybe go for your greens.
What are your favourite shades, says Karen, for putting in a shadow, for example, under a leaf or a flower around a bell?
Okay, so I would go with the darker shade of what that is. If it was a shadow on the ground, so I would go for one of the warm greys. So the reason I would go for a warm grey is because it's in the shadow.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be cool, it would be warm.
Where is your top from, says Tracy?
Oh, heavens. Oh, it might be Roman.
Roman.
Might be Roman Originals, maybe.
I think there's two more. I'm a novice. I've purchased both watercolour paper and alcohol. Is there a way to tell the difference, says Sheila? I have thrown wrapping paper away.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Is it CC paper? So is there a way to tell the difference between alcohol and watercolour?
The smoothness. Watercolour has a texture to it.
Yeah.
You'll be able to tell it's just got a texture. And the alcohol paper is smooth.
Smoother.
So just to keep yourself right, just put a post-it note in with them. But as soon as you feel it, you'll know. The watercolour one has a more textured, bumpy. The other one is smooth.
And a very quick question from Kathy says, what does Jack design?
I design shapes and things to cut out on a laser cutter. Some little craft sets I do as well. So for colouring in and making little things, you know. I play. I just play.
Your time's up, Jack, and congratulations, you scored 20 points with no passes.
Yay!
Have you enjoyed it today? We've enjoyed having you back.
I've loved it.
Yeah.
I've loved it.
And you've done the first day of October, and you're back.
Oh, Halloween.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I may get dressed up for the last show on that day, because it gets a bit hot otherwise, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a month bookended by Jack Heath, so not really a bad month at all, is it? So we'll see Jack at the end of October. Sarah's in tomorrow, D-Rob's in, Sheila's in as well, doing some behind the scenes stuff. So all three of them tomorrow, Sheila, D-Rob, Sarah. It's going to be a fantastic day. Massive thank you to all the team today. Thank you to Rachel, thank you to Jan, thank you to Superstars who's on the socials. Thank you obviously to Jack, thank you to Jamie, thank you to Johnny, thank you to... Was George in today? No, that was yesterday. I think that's all the thank yous. Thank you to you guys as well for tuning in. Hopefully you've enjoyed it today. Come back tomorrow, it's going to be fantastic. Sarah's in the house, so you know it's going to be chaos probably. We'll see you tomorrow from midday. Bye for now.